Hello and welcome to my unboxing of Warhammer Imperium issue 24. In this issue it comes with 2 pots of paint, the shade of Nun Oil or Liquid Talent and Rakkar Flesh as well, both good colours, and this is almost the essential colour of your actual painting. My Rakkar Flesh was very separated. I had to give it a damn good shake because it looked absolutely awful. But there we go, Rakkar Flesh. If I ever run out, I got a spare one just there. I got way too many paints on my desk on the left hand side right now. So issue 24, it comes with those 2 paints. We also get an introduction into the Tyranids, painting with shade paints, and rules for playing missions. This feels a lot thicker than previous issues. It feels like 2 of issues 23. It's very thick. Let's see what Ian's got to say on the first page. In this issue of Imperium, you'll read about the Adeptus Mechanicus and Ravenous Tyranids, as well as painting more details on your collection of Ultramarines. This issue also marks a key stepping stone in your collection, as rather than following a playthrough, you will play through your first mission and recover Imperial Code cipher. Happy hobbying, Ian. Thanks, Ian. So issue 24 we're on now has gotten good now, let's say. Might move on to actual missions from 9th edition, I'm not too sure. So Adeptus Mechanicus, War Gear and War Gear names. War Gear of Adeptus Mechanicus. The Adeptus Mechanicus possess a wide range of arcane war gear from humanity's distant past. The bionic bodies of Sectarians, tech priests alike are enhanced with all manners of bizarre technology, from omnispecs to energy-absorbing conversion fields. Alright, so here we go. Roll a D33, and you got different names here, the prefix and the suffix. The Blessed Field, Cores, Cortex, Xenos, Omniscanner. Yeah, if you want to, it's there. Adeptus Mechanicus ranged weapon names. The Legions of Mars wield ranged weapons delicately crafted according to ancient blueprints. Each is a work of art, seemingly fragile yet capable of unleashing terrible destruction upon enemy forces. Many of these weapons have served the Omnissiah for thousands of years. Their names known throughout the ranks of Adeptus Mechanicus. Again, so you can name different ranged weapons if you want to. Iconic Incinerator, Magna Pistol, the Red Annihilator. Well, that's actually kind of cool. I picked that up. Brand was actually quite cool. And we got the melee weapons as well, Adeptus Mechanicus. Yeah, giving you some idea if you want to name every single thing of your Secretary warrior. His belt buckle, his weapon, his helmet, his shoes, everything. Necrons, and as well, it's going on to Necron. Necron Grudges generator table. The minds and bodies of Necrons have been deeply affected by hibernation, their minds degraded by the passage of time. Many have formed lasting grudges against those whom they perceive to have wronged them. Okay. So D33 seeks vengeance against Skitarii, as was woken by a rival dynasty. Wishes to enslave aggressors. Obsessed with destroying enemy war machines. Orders forces to target Space Marines. Right, okay. Okay, I think you're kind of like, you know, scraping the bottom barrel there a little bit for content in the magazines, but never mind. I got more stuff here as well. Necron's hero and designations. Suffers hallucinations, collects trophies. Who does that remind you of? Enslaves armies, hates other dynasties. Oh, so you give them a bit more flavour if you want to, your characters and all that. Necron units, physical degradations and losses table. Burned by acid, scorned by an explosion, limbs crippled by a strafing run. Yeah, if you want to, if you're doing a Naruto campaign and you are doing like a combat patrol, if you want to name every single Necron warrior and everything that's happened to them in their entire history, you go ahead. You'll get odd looks at by your opponent, but there we go. Moving on to the Tyranids now. So, the Tyranids are alien in the truest sense of the word. They are motivated not by the pursuit of conquest or domination over the galaxy, but by the urge to devour and survive. When their high fleets descend, entire star systems are stripped of their nutrients and left as little more than barren poisonous husks. Yeah, the Tyranids are, yeah, they're pretty bad. Freaking cool artwork though for the Tyranids. Moving on to, oh yeah, even more artwork of the Tyranids, or Tyranid High Fleet here. It looks like attacking, I don't know, it looks like a warp storm maybe? Battling the High Fleet, invasion swarms. Tyranid invasion swarms are comprised of billions upon billions of living creatures, including the bioships blistering with weapon organisms that bear their cross to the stars. When the swarm descends upon the world, it swiftly disgorges its feeder, I don't know, disgorges its feeder organism upon the target planet, okay right, allowing them to destroy the defenders and break down all organic material on the surface. When the task is complete, the feeder ships move into the complete invasion swarms. So we've actually got Imperial Star Cruisers here attacking. All getting absolutely wrecked. Yeah, space battles with the Tyranids must be absolutely horrific. How to paint ultramarine details. So it looks like we're using... Oh, the purity seals now they're getting onto. Rackar Flesh, Rackar Cirque Shade, and Rackar Flesh to highlight it. And moving on to... Again. Oh, okay. Onto the actual Tabard itself now. Yeah, so we've got the Tabards of the Blade Guard veterans, or the not Blade Guard veterans, the lieutenants. Shade on the black, shade black on the silver weapons, silver pass, the gunmetal, the non-oil, purity seals as well. Any House of Red. Also Mechanica Standard Grey, shading inside the cloth there with the non-oil, and going over the Mechanica Standard Grey to bring up that colour again. I still haven't had a tutorial to how to paint faces yet. So the captain from like issue, I don't know, issue 5, issue 10 is still without a face. Well, he's got a face, it's just not coloured in. This moves on now to actual, oh, this is actually still kind of thick, this issue. So the rest of it might just actually be how to play. Oh yeah, this is very much similar. Muster armies, read mission briefing, create battlefield. This feels like a very 9th edition. Yeah, this is literally taken from the Rain Rulebook. Objective markers and how they're supposed to be 40mm round marker, model in range of objective marker within 3 inches horizontally. I find this vertically. That's literally taken from the rulebook, that is. Okay, fair enough. That's good. Scout mission pack. Scout mission rules. This feels like, yeah, straight out on this page, obviously, straight out from a rulebook. So it's funny now how they, the formats of this page, this might not be directly taken from the rulebook itself, but they're making it appear it is. So when you do get the rulebook, it looks very similar. So you know that, oh, this sort of format of the layout of the page is similar to the actual rulebook. Because that one, to me, is actually from the rulebook, with these two, I don't know, service goals in each corner. The margins and the really creepy Blanchissu sort of artwork of like a baby's face. There's some sort of claws and little pipes sticking out, very grimdark. But yeah, it looks like they actually, so when you move on from Imperium to actually having the rulebook, it's like, oh, you can see the correlation between the two of them. Cipher Discovery, oh, there we go, there's this, and it tells you how to play, set up the battlefield as well. This forces in play, tells you exactly what units to actually use itself. Securing the progressive objective, yeah, this again, so it's like a small rulebook. And also over here you've got some VP counters to cut out. It's not card or anything, it's just paper. Oh, there we go. There you go, there's your first mission. And moving on to issue 25, a bit of light shining on it. Moving on to issue 25, Necron Immortals, read about the Forge World, Immortals, rules and tutorial. Now also about tutorial, I'll be linking a video in issue 25 opening about how to convert these guys, Necron Immortals, instead of having 5 miniatures, into actually 15. But there we go, join me in that one.